You probably think you're doing everything right. You eat home-cooked meals, you avoid junk food, you even sprinkle in healthy spices like you've always been told. But what if I told you that three of the most common spices used in Indian and Western kitchens, spices that you've trusted for decades, are now quietly destroying your joints? Yes, even the ones labeled as anti-inflammatory. And the most shocking part? One of them is probably in your lunch today. Hi, I'm Dr. John. I've spent over 30 years working with seniors battling arthritis, knee pain, and bone degeneration. And I'm telling you this now because I've seen too many good people, mothers, grandfathers, active retirees, suffer needlessly just because no one warned them about these silent culprits. In this video, I'll reveal the top three spices that increase inflammation in seniors over 60, why your morning masala chai might be worsening your joint stiffness, and what to use instead, backed by ancient remedies and modern science. But before we begin, I want to thank you for being here. Our community is growing every day, with people just like you who care about healthy aging, stronger legs, and staying independent long into their 70s and 80s. So if you care about your joints and want to avoid a walker or cane in the future, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. It helps us reach more seniors who are silently suffering with joint pain. And now let's begin. Let me introduce you to a story. Mr. Ramesh, age 68, a retired school teacher from Pune. He walked every morning, ate mostly vegetarian, and avoided packaged snacks. But his knees? They ached constantly. Even simple things like climbing stairs left him wincing. He assumed it was just old age, until his daughter brought him to my clinic. We did the usual assessments, x-rays, blood work, but something else stood out in his diet journal. He was using a specific spice every day, in his curry, in his soup, even in his tea. That spice? Clove. Yes, the same clove that's praised for fighting colds and boosting immunity. Turns out, in excess, or when not paired with the right foods, clove oil can overstimulate certain immune pathways in older adults. This causes joint swelling and stiffness, especially in those already prone to inflammation. Let's break it down. After age 60, your body's ability to regulate inflammation weakens. Spices that were once helpful can now overactivate certain enzymes like COX2, leading to joint pain. And clove, despite being antimicrobial, can trigger this if consumed daily in chai or curries. Mr. Ramsh was shocked. He'd been using cloves to protect himself, never realizing they were quietly contributing to his agony. We removed them from his tea, replaced them with soothing fennel and cardamom, and within weeks, his morning stiffness reduced by 40%. But clove is just the beginning. Another dangerous spice, black pepper. Yes, our beloved Cali Merch. It enhances absorption of nutrients. But that's not always a good thing, especially when it comes to seniors with arthritis medications or acidic diets. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that can irritate the gut lining and worsen leaky gut syndrome, an often overlooked root of joint inflammation. In simple terms, when your gut leaks, inflammatory molecules travel to your joints, and seniors who use black pepper daily in rasam, sambar, or eggs are unknowingly worsening their joint health. I've had patients who saw major relief simply by cutting down black pepper by 50% and adding digestive herbs like cumin and ajwain instead. We'll talk more about what to use instead in part 2. But first, let's reveal the third spice. It's often used in festive dishes, rice preparations, and even desserts. Mustard seeds. Yes, those tiny black or yellow seeds that pop when tempered in oil. Mustard seeds are rich in goitrogens, compounds that can interfere with thyroid function. And a slow thyroid means slower metabolism, reduced circulation, and, you guessed it, more joint stiffness. Particularly dangerous for postmenopausal women who are already prone to thyroid sluggishness and joint pain. Now, am I saying never eat these spices? Not necessarily, but daily use in large amounts, especially after 60, it's a recipe for disaster, and most seniors are never warned. In next section, I'll tell you exactly what to replace these with. Powerful spices used in ancient Indian medicine, backed by science and senior safe. Stay with me. So let's talk about what you can use instead, because the answer isn't to stop using spices altogether. In fact, when used correctly, spices can be some of the most powerful natural medicines available to us, especially for seniors. The secret is knowing which ones heal inflammation and which ones trigger it. Let's go back to Mr. Ramesh for a moment. After we removed the clove and black pepper from his daily meals, I introduced a simple replacement. Agewine, also known as carom seeds, agewine is gentle on aging digestion, improves circulation, and contains thymol, a natural compound that fights joint inflammation without irritating the stomach lining. We added a pinch of agewine to his dal. He even started chewing a few agewine seeds after dinner. Within 10 days, his bloating improved, and by the third week, he could climb stairs without needing to grip the railing. Now let me tell you about another overlooked gem, methi seeds, fenugreek. Yes, the same seeds your grandmother might have soaked overnight in water and given you when your stomach hurt. Methi contains compounds that are anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and also help balance blood sugar, something many seniors struggle with. But here's the key. They must be used correctly, not raw, not fried, soaked overnight, softened, then added to soup, parathas, or even blended into a morning drink. I had a 64-year-old patient, Mrs. Leela, who had been struggling with knee pain so severe she stopped going to her community bhajan sessions. Her doctor prescribed painkillers, but they upset her stomach. We cut out black pepper from her food, added soaked methi seeds daily, and paired it with warm water and turmeric. 1 month later, she was walking again, smiling, and even helping with kitchen work. It's not magic, it's method. And that brings us to one more powerful, joint-friendly spice, dried ginger powder. Not the fresh ginger used in tea, but the dry, aged variety known in Ayurveda as santh. This has been used for centuries to reduce AMA, sticky toxins in the joints that cause stiffness and swelling. Dry ginger is warming without being harsh, and it works beautifully when taken in warm water with a little honey or sprinkled in soups and sabzis. But here's something most people don't know. These joint-friendly spices must also be balanced with the right oils. Yes, your cooking oil matters more than you think. If you're using refined vegetable oil or repeatedly heated mustard oil, you're unknowingly feeding inflammation. So I recommend 2 oils for seniors with joint pain. Cold-pressed sesame oil and A2 ghee sesame oil has been used in South Indian temples and Ayurveda for joint massage for thousands of years. Why? Because it penetrates deep into tissues, nourishes the joints, and supports lubrication. And A2 ghee, made from Indian desi cow milk, has butyric acid and natural anti-inflammatory properties. Switching to these oils, along with anti-inflammatory spices, can transform your body in weeks. Now, this is not a replacement for medical care. If you have arthritis, osteoporosis, or have had surgery, you must continue following your doctor's advice. But these changes can support and enhance your treatment. Think of it as giving your joints the support they've been craving, without side effects. Before we move to the next section, let me quickly recap. We've removed harmful spices like clove, black pepper, and mustard seeds. We've added healing ones, ajwain, soaked methi, and dry ginger. And we've switched to safer oils that work with not against, your joints. In the final section, I'll give you something special. A full 3-spice joint support routine you can do daily after 60, simple, affordable, and time-tested. We'll also answer the big question, what if I already have arthritis? Can this still help me? Stay with me. We're just getting started. Let's begin with a question I hear all the time. Doctor, John, I already have arthritis. My knees are stiff. My back hurts in the morning. Is it too late? And my answer is always gentle, but firm. It is never too late to support your joints. The body is constantly healing, constantly adapting. Even small changes can reduce inflammation, improve mobility, and restore your sense of control. So here's what I want you to do. Every morning before breakfast, take this joint healing routine. It uses the 3 spices we talked about, but in a very specific way. Step 1, soak 1 teaspoon of methi seeds in half a glass of warm water overnight. In the morning, chew the softened seeds slowly on an empty stomach, then drink the remaining water. Why? Because methi helps detox your digestive system, balances blood sugar, and prepares your joints for the day ahead. Step 2, boil 1 cup of water with a pinch of dry ginger powder and 3 to 4 agewain seeds. Let it simmer for 5 minutes. Then strain it and drink it like tea, warm, not too hot. This will improve blood circulation to your joints and reduce swelling from within. Step 3, massage your knees, lower back, or fingers gently with warm sesame oil. Yes, even a 3-minute massage helps. Use upward strokes. Let the oil soak in. If possible, sit in the sun for 5 to 10 minutes afterward. This boosts vitamin D absorption and helps the oil penetrate deeper. That's it. This entire routine takes less than 15 minutes, and when done consistently for just 21 days, it can bring a dramatic shift. You might feel less stiffness when standing, more ease while walking, and better sleep because the inflammation in your joints has settled. Let me tell you about someone who followed this. Mrs. Gorey was 72, retired teacher, always active, always busy. But after menopause, her knees started swelling. The pain became worse in the winter. She was put on calcium supplements, painkillers, and even a walking stick. But nothing truly worked until she focused on removing the inflammatory foods and replacing them with joint-supporting ones. She followed this exact 3-step routine. By week 2, the swelling in her fingers reduced. By week 4, she was walking without support again. Now, I'm not saying this is a miracle. It's not magic. It's science. It's food medicine. But it only works if you stay consistent. Now, here's something important. Even so-called healthy foods can harm your joints if your body reacts to them. Many seniors believe that more turmeric, more garlic, or more immunity boosters will fix everything. But it's not about quantity. It's about what your individual body can tolerate. If a spice triggers acidity, bloating, or joint pain in you, then it's not healing. It's harming. And that's why personal awareness is key. Let me ask you, after you eat, do your joints feel heavier? Do your knees or ankles swell more in the evening? Are you waking up stiff in the morning? These are signs that something in your daily diet, maybe even something small, is silently triggering inflammation. So here's a little checklist. Do you use more than 2 cloves per day? Do you sprinkle black pepper on every meal? Do you use mustard seeds in all your tadkas? If yes, try removing them for 7 days, just 1 week. Replace them with ajwain, methi, and dried ginger. And notice the change. Sometimes healing doesn't come from adding more things. It comes from removing the right ones. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, but I've eaten these spices all my life, that's valid. But remember, our bodies change after 60. Digestion slows. Liver capacity decreases. Bones become more vulnerable. What was okay at 30 may now be too harsh at 65. And by adjusting your diet, you're not giving up your culture. You're honoring your body. You're listening to what your joints are quietly asking for. And that is powerful. Before we close, let me leave you with 3 simple reminders. Number 1, spices are powerful tools. Use them with care, not habit. Number 2, remove clove, black pepper, and mustard seeds if you have joint pain, swelling, or stiffness. Number 3, replace them with ajwain, soaked methi, and dried ginger in warm water or meals. And finally, be patient with your body. Healing takes time, but with the right changes, support, and belief, it does happen. If this video helped you, I invite you to like it, share it with someone who may be in pain, and subscribe to Health Sync for more weekly support. We are a growing community of seniors, caregivers, and wellness seekers, learning and healing together. You are not alone on this journey. Take care of your joints. They carry your life story. Let's keep them strong, flexible, and pain-free. I'm Dr. John, and I'll see you in the next video.